welcome back to the home office.
We haven't been here in a while. Well, I mean, we're here every day, but you guys haven't been here with us in a while. So today we are talking about Independence of the Seas, and we went on Independence back in November of 2019. So it's been a little bit, but we definitely want to circle back. And today we're going to talk about the top 5 things that we personally enjoyed the most out of this ship.
Yes, so that should be an important point of note there. Just our top 5 of what we enjoyed on our independent sailing, and you know, your list may differ, someone else's may differ, and that's what's great, is you get different input.
These were our 5 faves, the 5 faves that we enjoy.
The Fab 5. So now let's kick it off here. Number 5. So number 5 is actually kind of a surprise to us, that we probably wouldn't have thought ever that this would have been on our list, but we had so much fun that we had to put it on here.
Not to keep you stringing along, it's the arcade. The Challengers Arcade. We love arcades.
Love them.
We usually don't do arcades on ships just because we don't usually have time. Oh, and it costs money.
I'm just being honest, they're more expensive than they are on land.
But this one was super duper impressive.
Super duper. Great variety of games. You know, so you had shooters, you had skee ball, you had claw grabbers, you had skill type things, stack 'ems.
What was it, like a bowling, like miniature bowling lane?
Yeah.
They had the fun game that we used to play at Disney Quest, RIP. They had a cool Ghostbusters game. Ghostbusters! They had a really big variety. It was over near the kids area, which makes sense, but kids could use it, adults could use it. It was public space, so anyone could use it. But yeah, it was just so much bigger than we've seen on a lot of other ships, and we're like, well, we have to get in on this.
One of the biggest we've seen.
Yeah, so we enjoyed that. It was nice. It was a nice change to like take time and do arcade and kind of
Take time to
realize. Oh, we like the arcade.
But as a quick aside, we mentioned the price. We always want to let people know, because I don't think a lot of people know about this. If you're planning on playing in the arcade, or your family member's going to be in the arcade, kiddos, whoever, and you know you're going to do it on board, go to the cruise planner before your cruise on Royal Caribbean's website and buy arcade credit for a 20% discount.
Yeah.
So that's number 5 alive. Now, number 4. Well, we love specialty dining so much that we have basically now given up the main dining room on any cruise we go on.
I know, not like forever or every single time. Matt's thinking like, oh yes, we are, but but no, that's not to say we're never gonna go to the main dining room again, because we keep it loose. But you look like the villain from Sonic.
That's what I was just thinking, Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. But we just really enjoy the specialty restaurant.
It's another level.
And the one we enjoyed most on this ship was Giovanni's table.
It was a beautiful night. They call it Bella Notte.
This is one of those things, like everything just panned out correctly.
You're talking like an Italian.
Mamma mia! No, this was definitely one of those situations where everything just worked out well for us that night. We got a really nice seat by the window, and our server was super awesome.
Flawless.
Yeah, and but we can just tell you about our experience, and on this ship at Giovanni's, it was really good, and the food was so good.
Yes, all I remember is the pasta.
Which is made every day.
And you could tell it was that good. So again, just you put it all together, like Chelsea said, it was just a perfect storm of great things, with excellent service, excellent table and view, atmosphere. Yeah, Giovanni's. One of our favorite nights of that cruise was when we went there and ate and had that dinner. It was just really made the night and helped make the cruise. So definitely would recommend checking that out. Number 3! You didn't expect that. Change the pitch. Number 3 is the Royal Promenade.
Which, you may be saying, Hoffman's, there's Royal Promenades everywhere.
Which we say, don't call us by our last name. Just kidding.
That's happy Hoffman's to you.
Don't make them angry. You won't like them when they're angry. It won't clear up because it's focused on my face, but this is the Incredible Hulk, if you couldn't tell from the dialogue and the massive green There it is. Also, Wolverine.
Why would you point out the Promenade? They're everywhere. They're on so many ships. Well, the Promenade kind of played a special role in this sailing for us. One being because we had a Promenade view room and we had never done that before, and we didn't realize how much we were missing from the Promenade. We literally had a window to all the things that the Promenade did all the time, and we realized, wow, they do a lot and it's really enjoyable.
They would do like the 70s party, dance party, 80s night with a giant Pac-Man and Ghost and stuff. So that was really fun. And it was just right outside of our window with my radio. No. And then seeing all the different venues, and like right across from us was Ben and Jerry's. And there was a grass patch with 2 cows on it that we named Jen and Barry. Shout out to our bovine friends.
Sugar Beach was also right across our room, which was one of my favorite things. I wanted it on this list, and it was on the list, and then we decided to put it with the Promenade because that makes sense. But just know that Sugar Beach is on my top 5.
Top 3.
Yes. 1 in my heart. But you do have to pay extra for it, and it's not like anything absurdly different that you'd maybe find on land, but it was just special having something like that on a cruise ship and having that available.
It was a good selection of candy, you know, it's a typical grab bag. Now they had some pre-packaged things, also like some stuffed animals in there and stuff like that, t-shirts.
And Sorrento's.
Oh yeah, so
Cafe Promenade with some tasty treats.
Yes.
We just really, we utilized the Promenade more on this trip than we usually do. I think just because it was so close and we were looking at it constantly through our window. And I'm glad we took part in that opportunity because it was really enjoyable.
It was very enjoyable. Thus, the Royal Promenade makes its appearance on this list. Sugar Beach with special designation.
Yes, that's like the Chelsea Amendment.
Asterisk Sugar Beach.
Signed, sealed, delivered, it's Sugar Beach!
Well, Sugar Beach is 2 words.
Yeah.
Which leads us into number 2.
Uh-huh.
But number 2 is only 1 word. It's the word.
What is the word? Grease is the word, it's the word, it's the word.
Barry Gibb.
We act like there's no other songs in that show. We only sing that one.
Well, because it's the name of the show, and it's fun.
It is fun.
It's systematic. Hydromatic. What's the grease Latin? Grease.
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 Grease has to be on this list. It is a legit Broadway show. And not only is it a legit Broadway show, but I mean, I feel like it's a very approachable Broadway show just because so many people enjoy the movie. Mostly by approachable, we just mean that most people have heard of Grease.
It's appealing to a wider audience, perhaps.
I think it had all the humor from the movie, but the stage performance is a bit different, so there was some kind of surprises if you've never seen the stage performance before. And they did a lot of cool like stage work. They had like these light up icons, and they, not only was it very cool to look at, but they played a part in the show. Like there was there was like a little, there was a radio, and when they had the, what's the radio guy? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, Vince Fontaine.
Yeah, when he would come up on the radio, like that would light up. So it was neat, it was very cool.
Yeah,
and
beautiful set pieces.
Was very well done. It was, I mean, it's a Broadway show, and you don't get that quality unless it's a Broadway show.
And thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely one of the most must-do things I feel like you have to do on the ship.
Go for it. But get there early so you can get a seat.
Definitely get there early because it got packoed.
Yeah, that was one of the most filled we've ever seen in a theater.
And it deserves to be. It's worth it.
That's per the usual with a Broadway show. So.
If you want to be safe, get there like 30 minutes early.
Yep.
You'll be good.
That would be our recommendation. It's what I can't wait to make it a Thunder Road. So number 2 is Grease, and thus we are left with number 1. The maker of plays.
What's that?
Playmakers.
Playmakers.
So Playmakers, for those who don't know, of course, is like the sports bar and grill and / arcade that Royal Caribbean has been adding to a lot of their ships here in their Royal Amplification process.
This one is the best we've been to.
Yes.
By far.
Far and away, it's not even close. So the reason for that is, well, we did eat at this one and the food was very good.
Yes.
Very good, so we enjoyed that food. But of course, as you would expect with a sports bar situation, lots and lots and lots and lots of TVs. I think it was the most TVs we've seen in a Playmakers. They were just stacked in everywhere, so there was plenty of viewing opportunities when there were sporting events going on.
There was room to move even with it being crowded, just because it was such a big venue.
Yes.
They had pool tables, plenty of room. They had arcade games. They had more arcade games.
Yes.
Than we've seen on the other ones too. Like, very, very cool games.
Like the other ones would have like 2. I think what made this go up to number 1 on our list though is because, like we said, we went and dined there and really enjoyed that. But beyond that one night that we went there, we continued to go to this space and enjoy it because we could go and play those arcade games there, or we could go and play pool, which I believe was free.
It was, yeah.
The pool was free. The arcade games you had to pay for, but the pool was free. Billiards. And so, and you know, of course, anything that's on TV, if you're a sports fan, obviously. If not, then maybe not be the spot for you, but you know, there was a bar, so if you want to just go and chill and sit at the bar, they had a big, like, wraparound bar kind of thing.
Yeah, there was tons of places to, like, sit casually, and you know what I like about that, too? Is that you could go in casually and not feel like you were impeding because you weren't ordering anything.
Yes.
You could just kind of like sit and like catch your breath, look at the TV for a minute, just kind of enjoy the ambiance, and you were fine. With some of the other ones, it felt like, oh, I'm not ordering food, so I don't belong here.
Felt more comfortable, more relaxed, but fun at the same time.
This one was by far our favorite that we've been to thus far, Playmakers wise. So it really stuck out to us and made our number 1.
Yes, although, a little sneak preview, ship we're coming up on at the end of the year, from what we've seen, that might just take over number 1.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's for another day.
But for now,
Independence,
Playmakers, your number 1.
There you have it. So just a quick recap of our 5 things that we enjoyed the most on our sailing on Independence of the Seas. Number 5, the arcade. Number 4, Giovanni's table. Number 3, the Royal Promenade. Number 2, Grease is the word. And number 1, Playmakers. So we hope you've enjoyed our countdown here. Hopefully this gives you an idea if you're going to be sailing on Independence of the Seas, some of the things that you might want to keep an eye out for or look for. Obviously, like we talked about, there's a lot of things to do on this ship.
If you want to know more about everything that's offered on this ship, because there's a lot.
Everything.
Definitely check out our ship tour of Independence of the Seas. I'll link it. For our next home office video, we are going to be reviewing Independence of the Seas, where we'll talk about pretty much everything on that ship and letting you know the skinny with it.
That's right. We have our categories like we always do. We're going to be breaking it down, giving the scale rating, all that kind of stuff. So I'll give you our full thoughts on that there. So be sure to check out the rest of the Independence of the Seas playlist if you haven't already. And you know what? Hey, maybe you were thinking you'd like to go on Independence of the Seas, and you should, because it's a Royal Caribbean ship and Royal Caribbean's awesome. And we can make that happen for you for free as travel agents. We love to help assist with any bookings and planning of your Royal Caribbean cruise vacation. So please feel free to reach out via the travel agent information at the end of this video. And in case you're thinking, oh no, I've just booked this cruise, didn't know about you guys, and now have come across your video, I wish we could have used you. You may still be able to. If you have recently booked and not made final payment, feel free to reach out again through that information with regards to that, and we'll check on that for you and see if there's anything we can do. But for now, that's all we have to say for this top 5. Be sure to stay tuned for that review, and until next time, we'll sign off as we always do.
Happy travel. Happy travels. Is that the voice?
Yeah. It's just funny when you do it because it's like, you have to like really.
Oh yeah.
You go, happy travel.
I have to put my shoulders into it. Happy travel. Happy travels. Happy travels.
Happy travels.
Scary.